Yeah, the seal. The first night we got the material, the seal was hard to put on. And I didn't do it right. And of course, my husband, who's helped me with everything, was, you know, he works late. So I thought, oh no, this is never going to work. The first night I almost gave up. And then I talked to Shane, who helped me out a lot. So we kept working through trying to get the seal to work. And by Tuesday, I hadn't slept at all. So Wednesday, I backtracked and went back on the old positive pressure machine just to get one good night of sleep so that I could think properly. And then Thursday, I went back to BCV and it went beautifully. So I got three hours at a time up, 3 or 4 hours, you know, so I was finally getting some sleep and it stayed. And by Friday, it was 4 or 5 hours. And Saturday, 4 or 5 hours, and then another 3 hours. Sunday, 7 hours. That was pre my pulmonologist appointment. And we got the trach out the next day. So the seal, you have to put it on correctly. And the other thing is when you have a muscle weakness, I can't just put the cuirass on and get into bed. I can't lift my legs. That's what happens with muscular dystrophy. I have to sit in bed up and then fasten it and then try to do the negative mode pressure and then hook everything up and see if the alarm goes off. If it does, I have to reset it. And then I go into a respiratory assist, or, you know, where you're actually using the trigger. And so that really worked well. And one thing I noticed since using the BCV is that my oxygen was actually, when it stays, it's higher. Like before with the other positive pressure, it would go 96%, 95%, down to 88, 89. When the seal stays, when my nasal cannula stays, it's between 91, 92, up to 96, 97. So that is a big improvement. And I do have to use oxygen still though. If I don't use oxygen, because this happened to me last night, the oxygen, I'm using 2 cannulas right now. One is the trigger and one is the oxygen cannula. And they fell off, I guess, while I was asleep for 20 minutes. The difference was, because I have an O2 meter. This actually tracks your respiratory rate and it tracks your oxygen, and it can go for 14 hours. So it's kind of like your own sleep study. And during the 20 minutes of which that came out, it was about 85%. So I need to have that trigger and I need to have the oxygen.